Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Alright guys, we back again, brand new episode of the cast. It's kind of bittersweet because we had a situation in production where it kind of got halted for a little bit because we lost two of my fellow lead male castmates, which is Isaiah Wimbush and Brian Plumfrey. I'm trying to tell you guys, it kind of hit hard. I love them to death, those are my brothers, but like Kay always say, the show must go on.
For those who don't know, Isaiah been with me ever since he was 14 years old. And when he first started plays, Isaiah was horrible. He'll tell you, he was horrible. And to watch him grow into the actor that he has become, it's very wonderful to see someone you've worked with for so long blossom into one of the best actors I've ever worked with. When he came to me and told me that, you know, something's came up, I'm his aunt, Aunt Kay, and I'm not going to be able to do the role. It hurt me because a piece of me went with him. I get very attached to the cast, but he's a little different because I know that the problem outweighed his passion, and he needed help. And so, without going into detail, I had been told him he needed to sit this particular play out, and he didn't listen. And the next night we had practice, and when he left practice, something happened. So the next day he had to tell me he had to drop out. To others, they might think I'm being dramatic, but I'm not, because Isaiah has been with me from day one. He's always been lead, and it was always hard to find a male to do it, but I knew that Isaiah could deliver. From this particular production, it hurt me because he was delivering so well. But the twist is I had to suck it up, let him go, because I knew it was something God was doing. And sometimes when God turns things in your life, it hurts at first, but it's for your good. So I had to receive that, let him go. He's still a part of the ministry. He's just not in this production.
As you all know, Isaiah has been a big part of God's Plan Drama Ministry since day one. But it came about to where he had to leave our group for a while. And it was a really big blow to myself and my castmates. And it was a really big hard pill to swallow. The last three plays, me and Isaiah have played alongside each other, and we grew extremely close, even though we worked on other productions with each other. honor to work beside him. For him to be such a young actor, he has so much potential to be so great. But you know, we know personal things come up, and we will miss him dearly. He said he's coming back, and I know when he comes back, he's going to be full force. So we miss you, Isaiah. And mental health is the most important. So we just hope that, you know, you gather your thoughts and get yourself together and come on back to us, because we're ready for you. But, you know, it was a really big blow to our cast when he had to leave, and we got the news that he had to leave.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss little Isaiah. I actually was amazed by his acting. Like, he's only 19, and first time, I was just like, how is this 19-year-old up here just killing it? And then he told us how he learned his lines. Sir, you just look at them and then you learn. I don't understand that, but I tried it, didn't work. But I mean, that's you. But I actually looked up to you, Isaiah, and I'm going to miss you. But we will see you soon. Hopefully you'll let me come pick you up and bring you to rehearsals and stuff. You know, I don't mind that. You can meet me on the corner somewhere or something like that. But I love you, and I miss you, Isaiah.
Isaiah, we miss you. When working with you, Isaiah, I really did enjoy working with Isaiah. He's very talented. Be glad when you come back to us, Isaiah. We miss you. You're very talented. Look forward to working with you again.
So, since that Isaiah had to leave and Brian had to leave, so we went on a search to find him the next star.
So we decided to go live on Facebook, and I hate going live because I don't never think I look good enough on camera. But anyway, I decided to go live, and I decided to recruit. It was me, Danielle, Shauna, Jocelyn, and we was looking for male actors for the two roles, because you know Brian left too, so it was kind of heartbreaking.
Sad. Look at me looking like Mufasa for real.
I can't. Okay, I'm gonna have to
Come on over here. You would you stop? Okay, so
look at that. Do you want to tag Sean Fisher in your video?
Immediately when you get on, please, everyone, share this video for me, please. Byron, share the video and stop being nosy. Share the video. Byron. Look at you.
We love you, Byron.
We love you, Byron.
We'd be glad when you come back. You first.
Share the video, guys. This is for a good cause. This is not just get on Facebook and just talk nonsense. We are here to recruit you. Are you the next leading male actor in our group, our drama group? Yeah. We're looking for 2 male actors, 2 leads actually, to go on the stage with us in April for spring. And it's a really, really, really good play. So we need you guys to share this video immediately, or tag someone that could be the perfect fit. Even if they have never acted before, we can train them.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can train them. They don't know what they're doing either.
I'm confused.
You out of your mind.
She does. What are you talking about? See?
Anyway, yeah, immediately share for me, please. Share the video. Get them to come, tag them. Not only, look, about time.
Byron on it. Yeah.
About time, Byron. Share the video.
Byron.
Yeah, we're trying to recruit male actors. It's so hard to find male actors. And not only that, and I always say yes to God, because what this industry does is bring the word of God on stage. This is just not an ordinary drama club. We bring the word of God on stage, and it's hard to find male actors to say yes. But if you drop this phone,
I'm not going to drop it out.
Brian, first of all, I wrote that part in for you, and I told you I didn't want to write it in if you was going to drop out. You declared and you promised me that you was going to be here, and you weren't here. You dropped out as well. So I had to find 2 male actors at the last minute. Was not happy about that. So we did a live, and that's when James Clement came on.
My name is James Clement, and this is my first production with God's Plan Drama Ministry, and it's just going amazing so far. And I'm playing the part of David, the male lead. Honestly, the audition, how we kind of led to it, I was speaking to a couple members of the cast the other night about that. It's kind of crazy. You know, I just believe God led me to this ministry, you know, because I hardly get on Facebook that much too often. I do here and there throughout the day, but that day I hadn't got on Facebook at all. Don't even know why I picked up my phone, because I was actually about to go to sleep because I had work the next day. And I get on Facebook and that live that they were just talking about is on there. So I'm like, hey, boom, I don't know none of these people. But it said looking for male actors. So I was like, okay. Got on there, got the information, so I heard about the audition. So I was like, boom, we're going to do this. I felt like God told me to do it. So went to the audition, I think the next day or the day after that. Maybe the next day. Yeah, it was the next day. And got up there and I had to audition for 2 roles, Jamal or David. And so I was doing both parts. But I felt like, you know, I didn't do as great as I could have did. I did some minor stuff before, but I was really just trying to do me and be as natural as possible. But it went good. Like the environment was great. It wasn't, you know, critical, you know, mad critical at all. It's like, you know, your regular audition wise, but yeah, it was a great environment just to audition in.
Hi, my name is Antron Hall. This is my first production with God's Plans Drama Ministry. So how I heard about the audition, I was actually at work, and a friend of mine saw the post on Facebook, and she knew that I was an aspiring actor. And like I said, I didn't know any of the people or the person that posted it, but I won't let that stop me. I inboxed him, and he directed me to Kay, who told me to come out that Thursday when I was off to audition. And when I got here, you know, I was a little nervous. The only thing that was really holding me back was the fact that I didn't know anybody, but once I got up there, all that kind of went out the window. And I like to say I did really well. It was my first time, but it was fun, definitely fun.
My name is Julius Stokes, and this is my first production with God's Plan Drama Ministries. The audition, it was great. It was my first experience with acting. I always wanted to be involved with some kind of film or play or some kind of theatrical. I always wanted to express myself through acting of the arts. I thought it was a great way to express yourself, and I always liked it. I just felt like I was going to be involved in something like that since I was young. The audition was easier than I thought it would be. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Kay is awesome. What do I think about Kay? I really like Kay. She knows her stuff. She's a great director, producer, simply by the plot twists and all that within the play is it's just amazing. It really is. I don't want to compare it to nobody at all because it's really different than anything I've ever seen, but I see, you know, like when you think of different plays like Tyler Perry and such, this and that, the different how in depth it goes and then turns a different way. It's just really amazing. And then something I didn't even notice at first. I knew that it was a ministry and I knew that it was doing God's word, but for it to be kind of, you know, making a real life situation, modern day situation out of Bible stories and this and that, and I found out the other night, that's just amazing in itself, and it kind of blew my mind. But yeah, she definitely knows her stuff. She's definitely really good. Really good actor, really good teacher. You know, I've learned a lot, even thus far. You know, a few auditions in, I feel like she's gonna be able to teach me a whole lot more than I know now.
We filled Antron, and I'm so honored that God sent me these 2 young men because they're great. And then Julius came along and he filled the ensemble role. So I'm just really grateful that we did that, because now I'm not as sad as I was, because God shows me he got a ram in the bush. So James is my ram in the bush, and he's doing a phenomenal job.
Also, along with the audition fees, we was also looking for a singer to be in the production. They didn't have to act, they just had to sing. So these between the male and female, and we had a guy come in named Bronte. When I tell you, that's all I can do right here is just shake my head. Brother did that. I need you now. I need you now. I need you now. I need you now.
not an hour of another day, but Lord, I need you right away. If I never needed you before to show up and restore all of the faith that I let slip while I was yet searching the world for more, the truest friend I have indeed. You're my best friend, I know in need. I stretch my hands to thee, come rescue me. I need you right away. Discouraged, and why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely and lone for my heaven and a home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is he. His eyes is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me.
Well, we all know that Danielle Davis is a wonderful and phenomenal actress, and she's always been Team Isaiah. So when James came in, she didn't know what to do, and everybody knows Danielle. That's the big bad wolf. She had nothing to say. She was starstruck because she knew she was looking at a star, and she didn't know what to do.
Danielle plays Janet. Now, y'all know she played alongside Isaiah forever, so she act like, I don't know, they're the husband and wives, and it's so stupid. Well, James, of course he took over David. He's doing an awesome job. He's a professional actor. He's doing what I tell him to do. But Danielle, for some reason, can't come up to par to his acting, and it's actually making her look bad. She won't stop with the Isaiah thing. Isaiah's gone now, so you need to get it together. David's on board. You look like a weaker actress, and that's not cute. You will not embarrass me, April. Do you understand? You're going to get your stuff together. Not to be embarrassed by you. You always say you're a veteran. I can't tell when we practice. Actually, David has one on you. I'm sorry, James.
See, I heard actually Janet was telling me, about Isaiah that first night. Really didn't think too much about it, and then I that night I went and watched just not very much, but just snippets of different plays from God's Plan Drama Ministry, and I saw that he was really good. He is. Y'all weren't lying at all. And for him to be that young, he's really awesome. He's got big things ahead of him. But I mean, honestly, like I told Kay that first night, the first rehearsal after we stayed back, and we were chatting a little bit about different things, and I don't try to one up nobody. I don't try to be better than nobody. He's Isaiah and I'm James. He had David, but David is me now for a reason. So, I feel like God leads every aspect of my life. So He has the person that He wanted to play David, playing David. So with that being said, there ain't too much to say more about that. How I feel about because Janet keeps getting corrected for our major scenes, pretty much saying that Kay's saying that she hasn't let Isaiah go. She still feels like a little uncomfortable for playing with a different David than Isaiah. Just by the way that she talks about him, I can tell that they had a a good bond and still have a good bond, you know, a strong type bond, and they work close. I know that they were, what was it, stage husband and this and that, whatever the case may be, but I don't know, I feel like some of it, even though it's not really said, they say it's not, I feel like some of it is me, you know, a little bit, but at the same time, I can see a little bit maybe that she is, but it's kind of just a chemistry thing, to be honest. I feel like even every night it's gotten a whole lot better, our major scenes. Yeah, it's pretty much, like I said, just a chemistry thing. Once we build that and get on that level, it can be, you know, even stronger than her and Isaiah's was. But yeah, at this point, maybe, like I said, to be honest, maybe it is a little Isaiah, maybe it's a little me, maybe whatever the case is. There's a lot of variables that can go into it, but I just know one thing. I know it's gonna be right by the time of production, by the time of the play. So.
What's happening? Okay, good.
Like this cat.
Okay.
I went on down, child. I mean, David is going Get on down.
Yeah, go on down. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Did he do the hand movement that I did?
No.
Okay, let's. When you do the hand will bring you in. Trust me.
Well, my hair would be down. It's down with that. So.
Stop bagging up.
Okay.
James, you came up in here, you killed it. You were ready. When I walked in, you were sitting there learning your lines and everything, and you killed both Jamal and David. And I mean, you just talented, and I enjoy watching you, especially with Danielle, who can't get Isaiah out of her system. You know, she's a little starstruck. You know, she won't really let you fill up on her, let you hug her for a long period of time, because she kind of push you away a little bit. But you know, that's fine. We'll get her together, so you know.
Byron, you come in practice and you with your jokes and your hee-hee-ha's. I knew that was the spirit of manipulation, sir. I could see right through it yesterday. You knew you weren't going to be here today, and we're not doing that. Last time I checked, the people that you need to get in touch with if you're going to be late, it's myself and the director. Jocelyn, why would you call Jocelyn? It makes no sense. You're a moron, and I have nothing more to say to you for the rest of the week. Who else?
The way I felt when Carnell, you know, made that comment last night about not coming to practice on Wednesdays, you know, it was rude. You know, you can't really, it doesn't matter what the case is, you know, especially to the director of the play, you know, for you to just blatantly, before she finished her sentence, and say, you know, boom, I'll never be able to, I mean, that was just, I felt like you were trying to be rude. You know, I don't know you, you know, I think you're a cool guy, all that, but just being real about it, I just felt like you were trying to be rude at that point. But, you know, I get that. Like I said, I felt like, I don't know the case at all. I felt like you had Bible study on Wednesdays. That's what I'm going to chalk it up to. And I understand that, don't get me wrong, but it's just the way you came off about it. You know, I feel like if you had something that you had to do, you could easily have spoken to Kay, you know, and possibly work something out, maybe possibly not, because, you know, it's a serious thing, you know, it's a commitment, it is. But, yeah, the way you came off about it was, I wouldn't have did it, let's just say that.
Carnell. What you said about not being able to come to every Wednesday practice was very disrespectful. It's disrespectful how you said it, sir. An apology is needed. Carnell, an apology is needed. And Carnell, you know, I noticed when we be having practice, going over our lines, Carnell, I'm gonna need for you to follow along in the script and be ready to come in when it's time for you to come in. Be ready to say your line when it's time for you to say your line. Carnell, we'll need you to do better. Okay?
Carnell, my man. Yeah, so during our last rehearsal, I was going out the door. His words were, I won't be here on Wednesdays. Never. And I wouldn't say that. So I don't think that what he meant to say, I don't think he meant to say it like that. I would say an apology is definitely needed. You don't really come at anybody like that. So take this one and learn from it, my man. You're too old for that, alright? So we ain't gonna have that one no more.
Carnell, you and I know that we're on thin ice with each other, buddy. It's been that way since 3 days. Yes, I'm that petty. I took it all the way back to last year in December 2016. Sorry, 17. Carnell, how dare you stop yourself at the door when Kay told you practice was Wednesday and look at her and say you will never be here on a Wednesday? I don't know who you think you are, Carnell, but I didn't like that, and I have nothing to say to you from now until I feel like you give my best friend an apology. We're not doing that. And you know I checked you on 3 days for the same thing. The attitude's gonna have to stop at the door. Your attitude was horrible yesterday, and we're not doing this, sir. And no, I don't care if you get mad.